What's going on, guys, and welcome back to another episode of my Next Gen Career Mode. This is episode number 16. We start today's episode off with a game against Borussia Gladbach. Am I getting better? Am I getting better at this pronunciation of this team? I'm so bad at these pronunciations. But yeah, we take on, I'm going to call them Borussia Gladbach. If I'm getting it wrong, I'm sorry. But we're taking one here away from home anyway. And as you've seen of late, we've been on a decent run. We've been 5 or possibly 6 games unbeaten. So playing quite well at the moment. As you can see the mini league table as well. We are currently sitting in 5th place. 1 point behind Wolfsburg here in that final Champions League spot. And I've been flirting with it all season. But I still definitely believe there is a chance we could possibly be sneaking into that final Champions League space come the end of the season, because we have been playing quite well and playing some good football this year. But we take on this side for the first game of today's episode, and they almost took the lead in the 17th minute here. It was Antunes who took the shot, but it just hit the side netting, and they almost took the lead. But in the 31st minute, he sees Serge Gnabry get on the ball. Nice little piece of control to get around his man, sprints down the left hand side. He's got the pace. He ends up swinging in across here towards the centre. Lasogga wins the header, but unfortunately Ter Stegen makes a great save. Herman then crosses the ball in, but it's cleared away. So still 0-0. Unfortunately, we couldn't seem to break the deadlock there. But as Borussia Gladbach give the ball away, Ramos makes the interception. It falls to Herman, and Herman puts it past Ter Stegen, and of course shows the respect, because that is the first goal of his Hertha Berlin career. We of course signed him in January, and for his first goal, it of course has to be against the side we signed him from. So just fantastic, isn't it? He finally gets his first goal, and it's against his former club. So good finish there, and it's 1-0 to us. So I was very pleased with that. I've said before, he's been the type of player who was a bit of a desperation signing, really. I just wanted a wide man with a lot of pace, and he's been a bit of a desperation signing. We may have overspent. He hasn't done too well, but I'm glad he got his first goal there. But unfortunately for us, straight from kickoff, I guess we were too busy celebrating, because straight from kickoff, Borussia Gladbach come forward there, and they end up equalising as well. So 1-1 in the 59th minute. Though some nice football here. Sees Lasogga release Herman. Herman looking for his second goal of the game, but unfortunately the goalkeeper Ter Stegen makes a good stop there, and it's still 1 apiece. But in the 66th minute, they give the ball away again. Their passing was atrocious in this game. It's Herman who goes down the right hand side, swings in across towards Lasogga, but again Ter Stegen makes another good save. He's such a good goalkeeper. I think he's actually leaving Borussia Gladbach at the end of this season, but makes another good save there, and it's still 1 apiece. But in the 76th minute here, Brooks goes up for a header and gets an injury as Ginter takes aim from the edge, not the edge of the area, just inside the area, but it goes wide of the post. But Brooks did get an injury there, as you can see. He's on the floor, clutching his leg as Ter Stegen takes the goal kick. He's like, screw you, I'm not waiting for you to go off the pitch, I'm taking the goal kick now. But still 1 apiece. But in the 82nd minute here, we took the ball over the top. Ramos gets onto it. Really good chance for us to make it 2-1 here, but unfortunately I messed up the finish. Nice little drag back here with a shot on wide of the post, and the game did finish 1 apiece there. And I know what a lot of you are going to be wondering. Why did I not score the cutback there? Why did I not pass the ball to Lasogga, I think it was, and just score a simple cutback to win the game? Well, if this is the first career mode of mine you've watched, you'll probably know I don't like to score cutback goals. So I know, I should have gone and got the cutback goal there. Those points, those crucial points, I could have got there. 2 extra points at the end of this game could have been crucial had we scored the cutback come the end of the season. But to be honest, I'd rather not get the result and not score the cutback than score the cutback and get the result, because I just don't like scoring it. It's a bit too cheap for me. But anyway, after that we saw that Brooks is going to be out for 5 days. Sorry, that's not me like being down on people that score cutback goals, because I know they're quite common, but they're just not for me really. But anyway, we saw that Brooks is going to be out for 5 days, and we also had an international management offer from Egypt, which we of course reject, and we're still stalling the Poland one. But to be honest, I don't think I'm going to take it. I'm not interested. And of course, you would have seen our agent there come to us and say you've got a couple of international management roles possibly coming in the near future in India and New Zealand, and I was like, well, they're not really the nations I'm looking for, to be honest, are they? You know, as my agent, you should be doing a lot better than that. But anyway, I don't think I'll take the Poland job, but I am thinking about doing an international management offer in the near future, but I want it to be someone better, you know. But anyway, we take on Hannover 96 here, and as you can see by the mini league table, we are now level on points with 4th place. We're getting closer. We're getting closer. We may have drawn the last 3 games, but we've still been on a very good unbeaten run of late. So we've been playing quite well, but unfortunately, I do want to get back in the swing of winning things, because at the moment we've played 3 or 4 games, we've only managed to pick up the point each time. But we take on Hannover 96 here, and the first chance of this game would fall in the 9th minute, but unfortunately the shot was well saved by Zila there, or Zyla, and it's still 0-0. And in the 18th minute here, we've chipped the ball forward towards the run of Kamdal here. He gets onto the ball, nice little fake shot to get around Hoffman, ends up swinging across towards the centre. Yashil goes for it, it's cleared away by the goalkeeper. Shelbred then flicks it back in, but unfortunately Felipe gets to the ball and goes to clear it away, but fortunately for us, Yashil makes the interception, shoots and puts it past the goalkeeper. So some sloppy defence by Hannover, really good finish by Yashil. I think that chalks up his 9th goal of the year, so that's been really good for a striker. It's been a backup striker for us, so good finish there, and it's 1-0 to us. And in the 23rd minute here, we get the ball forward towards the run of Wagner. Wagner spots the run of Yashil. It's a wonderful ball across the face of the pitch there. Yashil gets onto it, nice little step over, tries to curl it into the far corner, but unfortunately it goes just wide of the post, and it's still 1-0. But to be honest, all the attacks were coming from us in this game. The opposition weren't threatening whatsoever, and in the 28th minute, it's a wonderful ball by Zelalem, seeking out Yashil, picks him out, wonderful ball here. We end up getting onto it down the left hand side, get past our man, get onto our right foot. We're looking for a runner here. We find one in Wagner. Wagner then holds it up, gives it towards Sakurchi. Sakurchi rolls it forward towards Baum Johan, but unfortunately the goalkeeper makes a good stop, and it's still 1-0 to us. But from that, they don't clear it away. Sakurchi gets onto it. It comes to Wagner. Wagner finds Shellbread. Shellbread finds Vandenberg. We get down the left hand side. Yashilde finds it, crosses the ball towards the far post, but unfortunately the chance comes to nothing, and the goalkeeper claims it, and it's still 1-0. But to be honest, the whole game was really us attacking and Hannover struggling to defend, really. And if my finishing was better, I would have been 2 or 3-0 up at this stage, and we had a good chance to make it 2-0 here anyway, as Wagner gets on the ball. We roll it through, but unfortunately a shot is well saved by the goalkeeper. It falls to Shellbread, then Zelalem strikes it, and again the goalkeeper makes a good save, and it's still 1-0. And that was how the game finished. The second half was really boring, but to be honest, I don't care. We got the points, and points are points, you know, at the end of the day. We may have been unconvincing of late, but we've still been picking up the points, and that's the key thing, you know, because even though we've had so many chances and I've taken so little of them really in the most recent run of results, we've still been picking up the points. We are unbeaten in 7 or 8 games. We've been playing very well of late, so that is worth remembering. You know, the points are points, whether we've been performing spectacularly well or not. But anyway, after that, we had an international management offer from Colombia. We decided to reject it, and we also decided to reject the Poland one. I was actually thinking about Colombia as well as Poland, as stalling them both, but to be honest, I decided to reject them both. I am going to wait for a better nation, and hopefully, touch wood, they'll come in eventually, but I will wait for a better nation. But after that, we also got a manager award there, which is fantastic. We've won manager of the month for the first time, and that's brilliant news, because I don't see that very often. And also, here's a look at the squad report as well. I should say as well, Colombia are my dark horses for this year's World Cup, so I'm not saying they're a bad nation, I'm just saying I'm waiting for one that's a bit better, but they are my dark horses for this year's World Cup. But anyway, yeah, here's a look at the squad report, and I just want to say that straight away in case I offended anyone. But here's a look at the squad report. A reminder, squad reports and the full league table are shown at the start of every single calendar month, or thereabouts, if I forget, but they're usually shown at the start of every single calendar month. We can take a look at how the players are doing. Of course, we've got a few players on loan, we've got a few players out on loan, and yeah, the team's looking quite good at the moment. And I'm definitely thinking about, well, I probably will sign Yashil if we've got enough money come the end of the season on a permanent deal. Of course, we've already agreed a £1.5 million future fee with Brendan Rodgers in Liverpool. I might look at signing Serge Gnabry as well, probably will do actually, because he's a first team member of our squad now. Maybe Zelalem, but I'm not entirely sure. But the side's looking quite good anyway. You know, it's been really decent. We've had a very limited budget, and the fact we're in 5th place is a really good achievement. There's only 2 goals separating us from that final Champions League spot which Wolfsburg currently occupy. We're 6 points clear of Stuttgart in a Europa League position. So right now, I think we have to be really satisfied, because yes, although I would love to qualify for the Champions League, if we have to settle for the Europa League, you still got to be very pleased for that. You know, this is our first season. We had barely any money to work with. The board just wanted us to finish mid-table. I think we've done a very good job in my opinion. But after that, Kraft comes to us and says, can I get an improved contract please, because I'm a first team member of the squad, I'm your first choice goalkeeper, I've been in good form this year. And I decided to ask the board for some money. I asked them for £2 million. I said I'd reach the quarterfinals of the German Cup, which of course cheekily we've already done. And straight after that, the board decided to transfer Liz Kraft, which was quite annoying because they didn't even give me time to negotiate a deal with him. But the board also not accepted, but they counter-offered and said they give us £1.4 million, which of course we accepted because we need all the money we can get, and we've of course already reached the quarterfinals of the German Cup when we got knocked out. So it's a bit cheeky for us to do that, but it's not really an exploit. It's just taking advantage of the situation. But yeah, Kraft wants a new contract, Wagner wants a new contract, and as you can see here, we do go ahead and offer Kraft a new deal because he's a 79 overall goalkeeper. He's still relatively young in terms of a goalkeeper's age, and he has been very good this year. You know, I've got no plans to replace him, and he's very, very decent. We needed the money to offer him a new contract because we had no money whatsoever, but we offer him a new deal. We also offer Lasogga a new deal as well because I don't want him to be leaving come the end of next season. And yeah, they've both been very good players, and the last player up for a contract to is Mukhtar, because even though he's out on loan, he is a very hot prospect for us for the future. But as always, guys, big thank you for watching the video. I really hope you have enjoyed it. If you have enjoyed the video, please leave a like, and I'll see you for the next episode of my Next Gen Career very soon.